the Kumamoto Masters, a Super 500 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. After that thrilling men's singles, we stay with men's badminton, and it's now doubles, and it is an all-unseeded affair. Both pairs have contested a Super 500 final this year. It is Chen and Yi of China up against Carnando and Maulana from Indonesia. Well, as far as the Indonesians are concerned, they only formed their partnership earlier this year. Now, this is from the top half. Well, this is the quarterfinal stage, and as you can see, there are 3 pairs from Indonesia, and all 3 pairs are in the top half of the draw because it's an all-Indonesian affair right at the top. And in the bottom half of the draw, both quarterfinals have already taken place, with the home favourites Hoki and Kobayashi, the former world champions, safely through after a thrilling second game against Jin Yong and Sudirman Jae. So we await the arrival of the players onto court. And I was telling you that Carnando and Maulana only formed their partnership earlier this year. In fact, they formed their partnership the first World Tour event after the Olympic Games, which was the Japan Open in August in Yokohama. Chinese pair, well, they formed their partnership back in 2022 in October time, so a couple of years they've been together. But this, not unsurprisingly, is the first ever meeting between these 2 pairs, given the fact that the Indonesians have so recently formed their partnership. So I believe the Chinese pair have won the toss for the coin and chosen ends, which seems very sensible to me. Because there is quite a drift in this arena. I was listening to my colleague a little earlier on the very first quarter-final of the day, and he was saying that the drift didn't seem as bad as earlier in the tournament. I'm not sure I quite agree with that. It still looks pretty decisive to me. Chen, as you can see, is 24 years of age, and he's a tall athlete. That's just under 6'3". Currently enjoying their 4th consecutive week at their career high of 17. 3rd Chinese pair, incidentally, on those world rankings. And they're also the 3rd Chinese pair on the race to the World Tour finals. Hu Yi is the younger of the 2, from 21 years of age, from Anhui province, landlocked province in east central China, known for its wonderful mountains, Huangshan mountain range. Well, as far as they're concerned, well, they played their teammates in the first round, Xie and Jing, and then beat Japanese opposition, Nomori and Shimogami, in 2 straight games. Incidentally, that Japanese pair had beaten the number 7 seeds Li Chuhui and Yang Po Xuan in the very first round. Carnando is 23 years of age, from Klaten in central Java. That equates to 5'7". And they're enjoying their 3rd consecutive week at a career high as a pair of 36. But both have been much higher with their previous partners. As you can see, Maulana is the older of the 2, 26 years of age, from Cilacap, also in central Java. Now, unlike their opponents, they have been taken the full distance. That was in the very first round against the twins, Li Fangxie and Li Fangjing from Chinese Taipei. And then beat Mitsuhachi and Okumura in yesterday's 2nd round match. I thought they looked pretty impressive yesterday. Our umpire for this one, John Jojan from Bahrain, And the service judge, Dito from France.
Ready?
Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Carnando and Bagas Maulana, Indonesia. And on my left, Chen and Lu Yi, China. Chen to serve to Bagas Maulana. Love all. Play.
So, the all unseeded quarterfinal in the men's doubles here. And in fact, when we look at the men's doubles draw, only 3 seeds made it to quarterfinal stage. Only 1 seed in the bottom half of the draw. And Steve, you were calling that match with Hoki and Kobayashi. That was a thriller. If this is going to be half as good, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, we are.
And
there's been surprises galore in the men's doubles.
Yeah.
So it's really anybody's tournament.
One of the big surprises, of course, is the Malaysians, Azrin and Tanwi Kong.
Yeah. Through to the semi-final.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what a good round.
2-1.
Well wide. Now, Steen, I was saying in the introduction there that the Indonesian pair that we're looking at right now, they only formed their partnership here in Japan, but at the Japan Open, which was at the end of August. This is only their 7th tournament together. We, I know, have discussed whether it's a good idea that they split Carnando and Martin and Fikri and Maulana.
Yeah.
They've swapped partnerships. We're getting more of an idea now, so I want your thoughts on how it's developing.
Yeah. You want them now?
I do.
Yeah. Well, I'm still undecided about it because they've obviously created some okay results following their partner swap. But that's not surprising because a lot of pairs came from the Olympics and there's been pairs that hasn't played a lot and stuff like that. They probably need a little bit extra time before the final verdict. But the key point, the tipping point, in my opinion, is any of these 2 pairs better than one of the previous pairs? Martin and Carnando and Bagas Maulana with Fikri, because if it's the same, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, then what's the point in changing?
And at the moment, I think there's a little bit of risk that it's a little bit the same.
Service over.
Interesting.
2-6.
Well, I was mentioning that both pairs have contested a Super 500 final already this year. As far as the Chinese pair, they were in the final of the Thailand Open. And as far as the Indonesians were concerned, in only their 2nd tournament together, they won the Korean Open 500.
And that's always good to get off to a start like that, because then you get sort of like motivated and get hope for the future. And the thing is that your opponents also get some video on you and make plans against a pair that is newly formed, figuring out what can we emphasize when playing against Maulana instead of Martin.
There's no doubt it's been a good start by the Indonesians. Oh, goodness.
But one of the things that
missed it.
I think takes a little bit extra time is the personalities and so on. Is there any set personalities in the previous partnerships that are let loose and can blossom more freely in the new partnerships? So that's going to be interesting to follow in the next 5-6 months or so.
So to make a good partnership, it's not just complementary skills, or, you know, one player has one set of skills, the other a different set. It's also personalities. But I can tell you, with only 4 minutes played, we're already at the mid-game interval. 11-3 in favour of Carnando and Maulana.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Chinese coach Chen really quite animated. There he is. He's still animated as he was talking to his players.
11-3. Play.
So 11-3 as play resumes. So, Steve, you were making the point just before the mid-game interval about whether personalities could blossom.
Yeah.
And I was just raising the issue that that's a big part of a partnership. It's not just the complementary skills.
No, I think it's also the personalities, how you support each other during good and bad times.
12-4.
And for Carnando and Martin especially, they've been a pairing ever since their junior days, so maybe it's nice for them to get some inspiration from other players, and someone saying, hey, I can't do that, or hey, that's fantastic when you do this. So the players develop as persons as well.
5-1.
Well, both the Indonesian players played in this event last year and both lost in the first round.
Then it's a success.
6-1.
Well, it may not have worked, but I like the fact that Chen Yang was stepping forward on defence. Watch this one. Block. He's trying to block and move forward. I like the idea.
Yeah, to give yourself better options.
Yeah.
14,
by moving forward. More choices open.
Oh, that's a super shot. Jamming attack.
14.
Straight at Maulana.
Wow. Nice. He's up the pace of the entire match. Maybe they're not only of himself, but all the others have to follow suit, otherwise they're behind. That was amazing.
And that's just wide.
Service over. 15-8. Bagat. I told you, wait for the signal first, then celebrate.
Well, the umpire just having a word with Bagas Maulana, saying don't celebrate until the line judge has actually made the call. If you celebrate prior to that, it's perceived as trying to influence the line judge. Oh, that's good work from Carnando.
16-8. Okay.
and smash.
Yeah.
9-16.
So far, I feel that the Chinese pair have had better success in targeting Maulana in their attack than Carnando.
Or keeping Carnando to the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice smash. Yeah.
Good play.
Sudden change of angle on the attack from Carnando.
17-9.
And that's the one that set up the whole rally.
And the reason I'm saying that it was good play by the Chinese is that I've experienced previously when watching Leo Carnando that he doesn't like being put on the backboard or parked on the backboard. He's not the hardest of hitters. His main domain is the front court.
Yeah.
So making him work hard from where he's not fond of being, that's a good plan in my opinion. And that's something that I think he's got to develop.
Brilliant. Gosh, he was alert there.
10-18.
Well, you spotted it early on. He has really upped the pace, hasn't he, this man? Really.
I think they're probably too far behind here in the first game, but they were the ones choosing ends, so I believe that they feel that they have a better chance on the near side here when we change ends for the second game.
You say probably too far behind to catch up, and I agree with you, it's unlikely. But we did see a player yesterday coming from 12-18 down and won the game and the match to 18.
That was Krista Popov against Chen. So it's not
impossible.
No.
Service over. 19-12.
Another jamming shot from the Chinese pair. It's obviously a tactic.
Yeah, and again to the body of Maulana, who's the taller of the two Indonesian players.
Thank you. Ready?
I wonder if he was able to get out of the way, whether the shuttle would have gone long.
Yeah, that's a possibility, isn't it? That's good work from Chen Young.
Service over. 20 game point, 14.
So 6 game point opportunities for Carnando and Maulana.
Oi. What kind of shot was that?
Service over.
From Chen Boyan. Look at this.
Don't knock it if it works.
Yeah.
Second time of asking. And the Indonesians take the opening game.
Maulana, 21-15.
21-15 confirms the umpire to Leo Oroli Carnando and Bagas Maulana. Just 14 minutes for that opening game.
Carnando 好了，还是第5拍，第3拍他碰给你，碰给你他就抓你下一拍，哪里他都会去跑，你过他嘛，对不对？你正常这样打起来，这边线路打起来过，这样就打就打。Kontrol anginnya ya, kalau duluin depannya enak jagain, agak rapat dikit depannya, belakangnya agak rapat dikit biar kalau bola tengahnya mereka buka dikit. Ya, fokus aja ya. Kalau yakin nanti. 没有问题的，你分一分，每一分当下这一分跟他做好，你现在就给你拉着啊。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Ready? On court now.
Well, the umpire urging the players to return to court. I have to say the Indonesians looking very relaxed in that 2-minute timeout. Really did get off to a flyer in that opening game. 8-point advantage at the game equal. I'm not sure they'll be given such a lead here in this second. Wow.
Oh, that's worth a challenge.
Oh, no, I saw that as clearly in.
Did you?
Yeah. Let's have another look. I'm not sure we'll see from this angle.
See there, it was clearly wide. One, but the first interception with the backhand there. That one.
That's a super smash from Carnando.
And it's going to be really important how the Indonesians are playing the service situation here when they play the far side of the court. So far it's been really, really good.
Good pressure. Good well there.
3-1.
Maulana. Wow. Both the Indonesians have made a service error now. That's a super smash.
Service over. 4-2.
Well, Steen, the 8 Super 500 events that have been played so far this year. Of course, this is the last of the 500. It's the 9th event of the year at this level. The 8 men's doubles titles this year have been won by 7 different pairs from 6 different countries. Astrup and Rasmussen are the only pair to have won 2. That was the Malaysian Masters in Canada. And Indonesian pairs have won 2, and both of those titles won by Carnando with his previous partner and his current partner.
Good feature.
Oh, really nice. Nice.
That's why I said the serve situation is going to be really important. Because if the Indonesians can get the initiative, then I don't think the Chinese can hold them in the defense. So it's so easy to think that, hey, now we can play the backcourt with confidence. Yeah, but you shouldn't do it.
It's another service error from Maulana.
And whilst there's no head-to-heads between these two pairs here, then there is between the old pairings, Chen and Liu against Bagas and Fikri. It's 1-1. Carnando with Daniel Martin is 1-0 up against the Chinese here.
So the Indonesians, Carnando and Martin, beat this.
They beat the Chinese pair. So I think a lot revolves around how Carnando is playing, whether he's able to get the initiative on the front court and set up Bagas Maulana, because they're obviously very strong in that position with Carnando at the front and Bagas Maulana at the back court.
Do the Chinese pair also have a favourite formation?
Yeah, I think it's with Liu Yi at the front court. Chen Boyang, big smash. A bit more power than this. Maybe it's too harsh, but a little bit extra steepness would be nice.
A bit fortunate there for Carnando.
7-all.
But it brings to an end that run of 4 straight points for the Chinese pair.
He's a tall man, Chen Boyang. It's not so often that we see tall players be really strong front court players. Of course, one half of the Twin Towers, Liu Chen, he became a fantastic front court player, but otherwise it seems difficult. In terms of the body composure.
Oh, good defense. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Absolutely, utterly amazing. What a rally. Behind the back. In all sorts of trouble. And finishes off with a wonderful cross-court smash.
Excellent tumble serve from Leo Carnando. And as long as they're working, I know that there's more errors when you serve the tumble serve, but if you have a little bit extra errors but much better services and gives you the initiative, then it's worth the trade. Oi, confusion. That was on Carnando, that one. Suddenly, out of the blue, decided to move backwards.
Yeah, it was strange, wasn't it?
Service over. 10-8.
Nicely put away with the backhand again by Maulana. Wow.
Service over. 9-10.
That goes down as a missed opportunity. What happened there? I'm not quite sure. He looked a little off balance when he played that. Let's have another look. Yeah, he's falling backwards as he landed. That's probably why he made the error. But it does mean that the Indonesians have a 2-point advantage here in the mid-game interval of the second game, having already won the first.
其他打起来现在都挺好的。阿柏要注意，你加上力的时候脚下调整再快一点点，刚才有几个机会可以打下去啊，连续的时候，不要动啊，没问题啊。Sudirman.
Play.
So game up and 11-9 up. Carnando and Maulana. Time for the Chinese pair to perhaps... Oh, what a super return. I was about to say, what a good tumble serve. Time to change tactics for the Chinese pair, Steen, or just make sure they do things better?
Yeah, they've got to do things better. That's way too See, how many times have they changed the defense around here? Not a lot in the second game, the way I see it. So they've got to play better in the service situation. If they can't get it below the tape, they've got to push and then block the next one, the way I see it. Lifting again.
That rally could change the momentum of this.
It could. If the Indonesians get afraid, they can't put it away. And the Chinese get confident that they can defend.
Gone up a pace, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ready? Service over. 13-12. Play.
I sometimes feel, Steen, that Maulana, he's a tall man, he's just under 6 foot tall, that he could perhaps put more pressure on the return of serve. He doesn't seem to sort of really commit as much as perhaps he could.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's to stay in balance, because as he's a tall man, if he gets out of balance, it's harder to regain it and help cover the next one.
And especially if he's wanting to go to the back of the court, not immediately, but
looking for the opportunity.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Good play.
14-12.
Got him in the chest, I think.
Thank you. 40-12.
Chen still shouting instructions. It's another good tumble serve.
50-12.
Opened up a three-point cushion. Good flick. Well, I wonder, is this decisive?
I think so, and that's brilliant play again by Carnando, just playing it below the tape with no pace, asking the Chinese to figure out what they want to do.
Oh, that was well taken off the top of the tape by Chen.
14-16.
That one.
Yeah.
Super. Service fault called on Chen Bo-yang, too high.
17,
Says
14.
service judge Ditou, France.
It's not the best of time to hit a shot like that. I don't think they can afford that. Chen and Liu.
It's gone way long. That's almost hit the carpets around of the court.
14.
2 points away from making it an all-Indonesian men's doubles semi-final in the top half of the draw. Oh, that's a beauty. Match point opportunities. Not, of course, that we know which Indonesian pair they will play, but as long as they convert one of the next 6 opportunities, Carnando and Maulana are into the semi-final. Well, he does have a habit of wanting to play a spectacular trick shot.
He did play behind the back earlier on.
He did, didn't he?
So far, they've been in total control of this match, the Indonesians.
And that'll do very nicely. Symmetry in the scoreline, 21-15, 21-15. The match to Leo Roli, Carnando and Bagas and Maulana, beating Chen Bo-yang and Liu Yi. So through to a 4th semi-final in only their 7th tournament together. That is a remarkable start to this new partnership. This is the final rally. power play from Maulana at the back of the court, and Carnando eager to anticipate and intercept at the front of the court. Job well done. Two straight games in 34 minutes. That was impressive. This Indonesian combination. So confirmation once again of that scoreline: 21-15, 21-15 in 34 minutes. Carnando and Maulana through to the semi-final. Welcome back to quarterfinals day here at the Kumamoto Masters.